remember this thing. So it's been a minute since I've ever since I made a video like this one. So about a year ago now, I released a video on this Galaxy Z Fold that I got for $96 on eBay. And initially, I was planning to do a video similar on a Z Fold that I got for $130 on eBay. This one right here works fine. I just actually did a back glass replacement. This video was done. I was just about ready to release it, actually. Then the Fold killed itself, and by killed itself, I mean the hinge is no good. Doesn't open very far, so I got a different one. Because I wanted a Fold for personal use, not just for a YouTube video. Otherwise, I probably would have sold that one, and I wouldn't even have it now. Same with the Flip. So with that, I guess a little bit odd, but we have another Fold to unbox, and I thought before I get into actually reviewing this new one, because I want to give my full opinions on what I received. This one was $170. It was $40 more. We'll compare them a bit. So yeah, I figured let's do it again. So out of here with that. This is what it arrived in. And the eBay seller was a bit sketchy, if I'm gonna be honest. They emailed me they sent me a message asking if I was a business owner and wanted to purchase more from them, and I said no, I just want my Z Fold, and they shipped it the next day. To be fair, they didn't show any photos of the inner screen, which is why I'm very sketched out about this, but the listing said the inner screen is flawless. If it's anything but that, eBay is going to get 800 angry emails from me. So yeah, let's get into this. Done being anxious about my Z Fold. So we're gonna get this guy out of here. Thank you for your purchase. Please contact me if you have any questions or concerns at all. What it says in here. I'm not gonna show the slip since it has both my address and the person who sold me this's address. Looks like it's packed in a diaper, so great first start. It's packed safely, at least. The packing looks akin to a baby's bottom, which, like, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing per se. But at least I know that it shouldn't be any more damaged than, it was in the listing. Which, obviously, for $170, I'm not getting a perfect condition device. I do like that frosted back a lot more. Ooh. So, I got a bronze one for $170. The bottom here is blanked out, which makes me believe that this is that back glass has probably been replaced with a lower quality replacement. The buttons all feel fine, just straight off the bat. The charging port looks a little questionable. That's the original screen protector has some bubbles. I'll see if I can maybe push those out. This is looking bad. This does fold fully flat as well. So I'm gonna bring over a cable now, and we're gonna test the charging port. But the fact that it has the original screen protector is really promising to me. I don't know if this is like a false sense of security type thing, and the screen's about to be entirely black. Hopefully not, because I don't want to have to go through the refund process if I don't have to. Front screen is questionable, I will say. I think it's still better than the one on this Fold, at least because this is very scratched, this isn't very scratched, and the crack is only in one place. Charging port, a little loose, not as bad as it was on this one though. On this one, I'll have this one in the frame here. Charging, okay. This should still be enough power for me to boot the phone. I actually kind of love this color a lot more than the very boring black. Oh, the inner screen is good, I think. Oh, it's so weird, because my other Fold doesn't fold flat all the way, and this one is, like, actually pristine interior, on the interior as well. I'm gonna see, I believe you can remove that screen protector. I'm gonna let this guy charge for a bit, and then we'll be back, because this guy this is gonna be something. All right, so got this guy juiced up enough to boot into the setting. First thing I realized, it's showing it has an active 4G connection with Verizon. I'm not 100%. That might. I don't know what that is. I don't want somebody else's SIM card though. So I'm just gonna grab my iFixit toolkit here. And just pop out the SIM tray, because if this did come with a SIM, I definitely don't need it. Yeah, I think somebody left their cell plan on this one. Yeah, that's no good. I don't want that. But yeah, agreed all. Take my use Wi-Fi. I think that means that we're good. I think it means that this doesn't have an FRP lock or anything. It looks like the fold is perfect. The bubbles did come out for the most part. I might just see about replacing that screen protector, because I know that either I think Samsung does it for cheap at least. Copy apps and data next. Use your other device. Alright, so I'm back. I have all of my data transferred over to the new Z Fold from the old one. And we're also going to kind of do this as a bit of a battery test. It's 5 o'clock right now. This guy's at 50% battery, give or take. So keep that in mind. At the end of the video, I'll check in and see how much battery we've burnt in this recording session. But first of all, one thing I did actually notice, and I found kind of funny. I pointed out earlier that the back glass had the Samsung logo blacked out for some reason. Didn't really know why. And it turns out this phone, I don't know if it'll come across on camera very well. It's refurbished by Asurion, which is the company that carriers like AT&T and Verizon go through for any kind of in-house device repair, which I find funny, because A, both the front and the back glass are still cracked, but obviously the back's been replaced at one point in its lifetime. And that may explain why the inner screen is still perfectly fine, which could be that this entire device was refurbished or something. But thankfully, it's in my hands now, and it will probably be in my hands until it eventually cacks like the other one. Hopefully it doesn't at all, but you know. And with this phone, actually I should probably prop it up here. I'll just... So I'll do some camera testing. I don't really think that that's very important, though, since it's like, this phone's been out for long enough. Let's see how it holds up today, though, since this is a 4-year-old phone. So on it, I have some emulators, some games, and I want to start with one of the big ones. Let's open Yuzu. So we're just gonna. All right, so we're back again. Oh my God, we're back again, and we got games. I got Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Super Mario Odyssey to test. So, previously, I did have resolution scaling turned down. We're just going to leave it as is for now. And I want to see, first of all, if we can actually run Mario Odyssey, because on the other Z Fold, Mario Odyssey had some weird graphical glitches, and I want to see if potentially those just won't exist here. First of all, hey, we actually have on-screen buttons. For some reason, at least on Android 12, which is what this one runs, it didn't do that. I don't know why. In the skies above. I locked it on accident. Okay, in the skies above. Aha! Um. Yeah, no, this one still is not playable. Okay. Unfortunately, Mario Odyssey, still not playable. Look into that. Let's go 3D World Bowser's Fury. I hope it took my save data. I played through a little bit of it. I'm thinking, go up 3Ding the world right now. Okay. It's me. I hope the epilepsy thing is only the title screen. It's not. Is it? It's like, okay, I think that's due to GPU drivers. This is with full resolution scale too. Running like pretty much smooth minus the black things, or the whole like epilepsy warning required on this video now. Yeah, no, not entirely sure what that part's about. That one's fine. Let's try Mario Wonder. And then I'll do some troubleshooting. I'll do some troubleshooting and tap back in at a later time. And by later time, I mean in post. To say whether I got that fixed or not. Yeah, okay, that's a issue in both games. This seems to be running fine though. Small frame drop. So yeah, Mario Wonder runs. I'm gonna assume everything else, at least emulation-wise, probably works fine then, right? Let's get right into the big lifters. Let's get into Minecraft. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Automatic 2 GB allocation. About all I really need to test. Before on, I think 1.8.9 was my test version. I was hitting VSync at least. Go video settings here. Fast, smooth lighting is off by default, right? Good. Brightness we'll turn up. Render distance we'll do 4. Sim distance is fine. Dynamic FOV, that's all fine. Animations, particles decreased. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna type in the IP to a server real quick. There we go. A local Minecraft server with some friends just to test this. Debug menu. Yeah, we're getting about 120, give or take. You know, I mean, this is probably not the greatest place to test this. Try loading in some chunks here. Yeah, no, that's still perfectly good, 160. I see like no issues whatsoever, you know. Maybe some little bits of loading lag, but besides that, it's good. Okay. Alright, so to conclude here, I'm gonna show some quick test photos I took with this phone's camera. Obviously, these are like ideal lighting conditions. And I did use the phone's Pro Camera option, mainly because if I didn't, I feel like I would have had a stroke. So, you know, I think that the photos on this phone came out fine. I mean, I think more or less they don't look that great, mainly because I was using my favorite test subject here. This is a telephoto 2x zoom and then some ultra wide shots, which infinitely way harder to do. It's probably the best looking one I got. But you know, it's more or less the cat not holding still. Obviously, I mean, there is some very nice detail in some of these photos, with especially only a 12 megapixel camera. Like right there, you can really like zoom in and probably count each hair on the cat's head, you know. Video on this is very similar, I believe, to photo. I'll go into my favorite camera mode here, Pro Video. Make sure we got full HD. We'll set this all the way up to UHD 60, so 4K 60 FPS. Let's see. There's the video itself. Also looks fine. I mean, there's nothing to complain about. It's a 4-year-old smartphone to begin with. But also, you know, it looks fine. It doesn't look bad by any means. So yeah, I guess with that, that really wraps up this video. I was hoping to get this out in like December. Here we are, February now. At least at the time of the recording this, it's January 31st, so pretty much February. But yeah, you know, this, I mean, honestly, doing these kinds of videos is really funny to me, because I have the, because, you know, I'm more of an Apple user myself, you know. Personally, I prefer iOS over Android, etc., etc. Funny thing is, at least when this video should release, was exactly a year ago today when the Z Flip video released, which is when I also, I coined the term "the downfall of my life." I've had 2 women leave me since then. I think it's the Z Flip. Yeah. Also, I think this is a good time because these devices are currently relevant. I mean, Samsung Unpacked, am I right? Look at this Galaxy S24. You know, I mean, every once in a while I do love, you know, it's a fun device. I kind of feel like a weird dude that lives in a gated community, like with a pair of binoculars watching over the fence to make sure that everything on the other side isn't like complete dog shit. Overall, I think especially for $170, I mean, the $130 Z Fold 2, technically $145 if you want to include the $15 for a new back glass that I put on it like 3 days ago before it cacked on me. Obviously, this would have been an infinitely better value, infinitely better. But for $40 more, having this, which, I mean, it's in better condition than this was when I got it, and on top of that, screen. I don't know if I mentioned this. Still has the original screen protector on. Under there, it's brand new. I could send it in. I mean, there's a couple bubbles. If I wanted to, I could send it in Samsung. Have, I think, $20 or whatever they charge for it. Brand new screen protector. I may look into that in the future. Obviously, rest in peace, my original Z Fold, which is unable to fold past this point. But, you know, good fun, good fun. So with that, like and subscribe, and God, I need to stop spending money.